Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Hey Brand, hey, not taking it back. Now I realize it's a little late in the afternoon for me to be doing a video. You guys know that I am a morning person, but I had some things to do today. But honey, while I was out and about taking care of business, I was listening to the YouTube because sometimes I like to be a viewer as opposed to a content creator, right? Hey, Decop for life. Hey, Chris. And so I'm listening this morning, because all of us be surfing through these streets. I be in the bushes a lot, because when I drop down, it's controversy, okay? But I'm listening in the bushes this morning, and I had been hearing through the grapevine. I don't remember whose video I logged on to first or whatever, but they were talking about I guess for a couple of nights now, Sir King, Hey King's meaning Avatar Nation, has been on the rise again. I guess he's been doing strategic commentary or something, or maybe his subscribers, one of his subscribers, Terry P in particular. Oh, and I know how I got the reason why I wanted to listen in particular, is because yesterday I was on, hey, Mr. Carovas, how you doing? Yesterday I was on Duchess Kelly Love, listening. I was in the chat around there at Duchess Kelly Love. He did an early morning live. I was up drinking my coffee. You know what I mean? And they started talking about one of Avatar Nation's, subscribers or whatever, one of their gang members. It's the title of the video, Gang Gang. So they were talking about, hey, Tiff Love, True Black. They were talking about the Terry P chick and the derogatory comments, that she always makes. And that's what made me look at Avatar Nation, right? So, and then plus I had heard that Quanney and Spiller Boy TV and Terry P, something was going on with them, right? So, as I was listening to Duchess Kelly Love videos, his commentary yesterday early in the morning, they were talking about how Terry P was going around saying all of these white identified, pretty much stereotypical, anti-black rhetoric, especially on, poverty shaming. She says her reads consist of stuff like, shaming people if they're on food stamps, even though we're in the midst of a global pandemic, and millions of people hundreds of thousands of people have lost their jobs. So she's poverty shaming. These are her reads, right? Poverty shaming, saying stuff about food stamps, Section 8, things of that nature, right? And so I'm listening to that. And they were up on a panel. She jumped on Duchess Kelly Love panel. Now, I also heard that she said she was going to take a break. Hey, everybody, Nessa, Trenta, Carrie, Natasha. Hey, everybody, right? And so, y'all, please hit the like button, okay? So she said she was going to take a break, right? But she jumped on Duchess Kelly Love panel because they were talking. People were asking her questions. Hey, Season of the Witch. And I can't remember who exactly was asking her questions, but I think it was Jessica B was asking her to explain why she made those pretty much stereotypical comments as it pertains. Those are her reads, or why her reads are stereotypical if she is in fact a black woman. I've also heard people question if she's a black woman or not, and people say they know for a fact that she's a black woman. You know how that go around here, and perhaps she is. There's a lot of white identified black people running around, okay, on social media. Like this is nothing new, right? So anyway, so I never heard a clear answer as to why she was saying those things, why she would choose poverty shaming and things of that nature as a read. That screams insecurity and self-hate as well as self-loathing. If you are in fact a black person and you're choosing that for your reads, right? And so anyway, so I never she never gave a definitive answer as to why she chooses that for her reads, right? So okay, so I find my way. Like I said, I heard through the grapevine. Avatar Nation, they've been getting it out for a couple of nights. People been popping on the panel. So I listened to a little bit of Avatar Nation. Quanney was up there. Then she jumped on there. And what is her? Terry P jumped on her. Her and Quanney was going back and forth, for a while. Spiller Boy jumped on her. She still didn't make no explanation as to why those were her reads. They were saying something about, what is his name? Sir King asked her not to do those types of reads in particular. And I guess she felt the way. She started crying at one point in time. And I also noticed yesterday, excuse me, when I was listening to Justice Kelly Love, she would appear to like, you know how you throw a rock and hide your hand? You know, she likes to do the whole crying game, and she's got this whole voice on her or whatever. And they were saying yesterday, they were talking about her tone, her, the way she articulates, the way that she sounds, all this and all that, right? So, and when I say white identified, I mean, you know how some white folks, or especially white women, they will say the meanest thing in the world, then they'll put on the crying game. They'll go to crying and all this and all that, right? So that you can feel sympathy for them. So when I was listening to Sir King's video in the wee hours of the morning, she put on a crying game. I was not impressed. I have no sympathy for a grown woman on social media. If you are so invested in social media, we're just gonna bring you to tears. Yeah, you need to log off the app. You a whole grown woman, right? So don't nobody care. I was not moved by her crying. To me, it's a deflection. It's a tactic that the white women use. Do you see what I'm saying? They use it all the time. So in my mind, this is what she's doing, right? And so I heard all of that. Like I said, don't nobody care. I don't care. And what they call her, they were calling her LeBecky or something like that. I mean, and I guess she thinks it's some kind of badge of honor if she is in fact a black woman with this tone of voice, this whole all this. Now, some people are so self-loathing. They would rather be white identified. Do you see what I'm saying? So I guess she takes it as a badge of honor. So maybe that's why she's employing the crying game to try to deflect away from the fact that you did, in fact, say these things and you don't want to answer for them now that you've been called to the carpet. But we know in the B sector, everybody get a turn, right? And now I have heard her on a couple of panels in the past, and she's real nice, nasty, if you will. She's condescending. Like I said, I am not impressed. This is, like I said, this is my unbiased commentary. I ain't got nothing against the woman. I don't like her. I don't not like her. I nothing her. Okay, I'm just telling y'all. I'm just replaying what I saw about this video because I want to talk about it for a very particular reason, right? And so anyway, so she put on a little crying game, right? And so they still arguing up her own what is his name? Sir King's panel. Ain't nothing else going on the YouTube streets as well. And maybe that's why, in my opinion, nothing else is going on. So maybe that's why, people are paying attention to him again or whatever. Like, if you're up at that time of morning, okay, there's probably nothing else to watch, I guess. I'm assuming, but me, I'm in the bed, right? So anyway, I'm listening to that and it goes on for a while. I heard her little crying spiel. Quanney still in her throat. Blah, 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 blah. Spiller Boy jumps on there. And we know that, she loves her some Spiller Boy. I understand that, she's been affiliated with Spiller Boy's camp for a while. He jumps up there. And instead of that, now, they're supposed to be talking about why she is saying these derogatory things, right? Let me read this. She even crying about her family. Ask her, was she bused to another school? I heard it was something. I heard that in Justice Kelly Love chat yesterday. She had some issue with kids being bused to another school. I don't know why, but like I said, white identified, honey, it is what it is. If she is in fact, a black, just white identified. Okay, like is she married to a white man? Do you see what I'm saying? Is that why she's a white identified? Like this is the whole self-loathing thing. I don't know these people. Okay, not my problem, but don't nobody care about her crying. In my world, I don't care. Move right along. I am not impressed. I will make you cry more. Why would you drop a tear on social media, honey? This is the beef sector. Okay, if you're gonna be nice, nasty, what you give out is what you're gonna get back. It is what it is. What you're crying for, right? So anyway. I'm just being messy. I'm just saying. Y'all hit the like button. Yeah, I know I gotta be me. But anyway, that crying don't do nothing for me. But anyway, child, look. Okay, so move right along. So yeah, Spiller Boy. We still talking about Avatar Nation, right? So Spiller Boy jumps up on the panel, and then instead of them continuing to talk about Terry P, Spiller Boy and Quanney get into it right now. I understand that Spiller Boy and Quanney have been into it here lately, like real, it's just on, right? It's on site, if you will, right? And yeah, we're gonna do a reaction video kind to me. And Season of the Witch said, ain't that what they used to say? I'll give you some. Yeah, give you something to cry about, child, right? Season of the Witch. the chat. What you saying? Captain B said, I hope you give us tea because I have been catching bits and pieces of lives, and I still don't know why. She is a hot topic. I think I don't know why she's a hot topic either, because I understand she's been around forever. But I guess it's because we really don't have anything else to talk about right now. So, and she's been kind of inflammatory. Do you see what I'm saying? And also, you have to ask this when it comes to Sir King, is all of this by design? Because it started out with him releasing some like text messages or something about her wanting him to contact Lemon for her. And I heard that Lemon was a gay man. I've heard something about that. And then he also asked her not to say those, stereotypical anti-black rhetoric. Do you see what I'm saying? And all of this and all that, I guess it was causing too much trouble to him, even though I've heard him say a lot of disparaging things concerning black people as well, so maybe she felt that he would have her back and saying all that stuff. And so I guess it got to be a bit much, because I had heard that he had lost, a lot of viewership at one point in time. So I guess he made a comeback. Like I said, ain't nobody else, doing nothing anyway. So Avatar Nation, that gang over there, they're doing their thing right now, right? So I just felt like, is it strategic commentary? You know what I mean? So, chat all over this about, his comeback, right? His comeback game, right? That's what I got to thinking, because I've seen him. He started popping up on over there on Bless Watkins' channel. All this and all that. Now this right here is popped off with the Cherry P, and we know she's a faithful follower. Do you see what I'm saying? So is this strategic commentary? So we're gonna keep this all in the back of our mind, right? Because we are critical thinkers over here, and we sit back and we watch. Okay. And so anyway, so yeah, Spiller Boy, he gets into it with Quanney. They've been into it for a while now, and so they kind of forget about Terry P for a minute, and then all of a sudden, then Terry P, for whatever reason, Quanney feels like Terry P is in love with Spiller Boy. We know that according to Sir King or whoever put out the information, that she wanted Sir King to pass her, personal information, phone number, or email or something, give it to the Lemon guy. Like I said, I thought the Lemon guy and Sir King was involved. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if she's trying to make a booty call, like offline. Is she trying to do the phone sex thing? Is it a cyber relationship brewing? I don't know what the deal is. But anyway, it is what it is. That is not my world, and I don't care. But anyway, so Quanney and Spiller Boy is talking, and so they start going back and forth, and all of a sudden, this Cherry P's involved. She starts asking Cherry P, "Does Spiller Boy love you? Spiller Boy, do you love her?" Or something. And I heard Spiller Boy saying, I love her, but I don't love her like I love Fifi, and I don't know even who. Maybe Quanney brought Fifi into it, Fifi TV into it, because Fifi TV is Spiller Boy's girl, right? And so does Terry P, he don't love you? He don't love you like he loved Fifi? Or she kept asking Terry P if Spiller Boy loved her, and I'm thinking, is she talking about in romantic way? It's all gay man. Like, no, you don't love her like that. You know what I mean? Has he even met her offline? But anyway, I thought that was kind of strange. Keep going back and forth. He don't love you like he loved Fifi TV. He don't love you. He don't love you. That was really weird. I don't know what was going on with that situation, but I don't know if she was implying that you may be romantically in love or infatuated with Spiller Boy, but he is not romantically infatuated with you. But he's not romantically infatuated, in my opinion, with Terry P or Fifi, because he's a whole gay man, right? Okay, and I was like, oh my God, that was strange to me, and I didn't get that. But he did say if he did have those feelings, and if he did have to choose, he would choose Fifi, because he thinks Fifi is beautiful, a beautiful woman. She is a beautiful woman. Do you see what I'm saying? And so that would be his female of choice, if he was swinging that way, but Shorty ain't swinging that way. So the discussion was moot. To me, it's a moot point. I don't get that. Now we know that, we have some women that think their love is so strong, or their walls are so strong that they can turn a gay man straight, honey. But let me tell you something. If you're one of them women that's thinking that, honey, That ain't so. Okay, this is never gonna happen. Okay, so just let it go. Okay, you can open up the floodgates to your heaven all you want to. It ain't never gonna rain down on that gay man's eggplant emoji, right? If anything, he'll be grossed out by it. But anyway. Let me say something side. Y'all got me started now. Then I would get on here and I would joke around. I done joked around with Spiller Boy before. I done joked around with Duchess Kelly Love before. I done joked around with what is his name? Official D-Spot before. But never have I to the point to where when me and old girl was into it, I think she called me a dick pig or something like that. And I didn't know what that means. And I'm assuming that a dick pig is a woman that lusts after men's penises, go after men's penises and stuff. And I'm thinking, was I called a dick pig because I be jumping around with these gay guys on here? And I'm thinking, no, I'm just joking around. Cause see, I hate official D-Spot. It's nothing in my head that clicks over to my walls or so great on my mind. Now we know that, I'm not somebody like a Phi Babe. Like, she be getting mad at these gay men because she think every man should want her or whatever. She been in love. She be in love with whole gay men. Like I said, she think her walls are so strong that if she just open up her floodgates, honey, they gonna be like, I ain't gay no more. Let me tell you something. That is not the case with me, honey. Never will I ever think of something sort of way like that. Now, I have some gay buddies. You know what I'm saying? One in particular had to tell me one time, look, don't play with me like that because it grosses me out. And I was real young when my friend told me that, and then back then, when this was going on, like how we know a lot more about gay men. Yeah, the floodgates, Food Junkie. We have been educated a lot when it comes to the LGBTQ community as opposed to when I was younger. Do you see what I'm saying? And I don't have a boundary. That is not my issue anymore. You know what I mean? I would never disrespect my friend like that anymore. Do you see what I'm saying? And so, because I'm better educated now. And I'm even more educated as when I came on social media, especially when I got into this B sector, when it comes to dealing with gay men. I'm better educated. Do you see what I'm saying? And so anyway, but there are some women that think that if they open their floodgates, honey, okay, their hot pocket is gonna work a miracle, and they ain't gonna be gay no more. That's not the case. So anyway, but like I said, I play around with an official D-Spot or even a Food Junkie or Spill It Boy or Duchess Kelly Love, whatever. But this ain't that. Okay, just let me say, this ain't never, ever gonna be that. Okay, never, ever when I wrap it around in my mind that I need to fall in love with a gay man, and if I hope and I pray and I dream the goodest dream, if I seek the top of the gay mountain, that when I rain down on him, I'm gonna rain down to the point where he's gonna be straight. That is not my fault. Anyway, move right along. So I maybe that's what Quanney was thinking. So I don't know, but anyway, that's just my thing. But I have seen and heard of some straight women, falling in love with gay men. But if they're gay, they don't want you like that, okay? They might want you as a close friend, okay? Which is cool, but never should you ever get it twisted in your head that this is going to be your man, okay? He ain't never going to lay with you like that. So I don't know the train of thought. I don't understand. I just want to say that on the side. It ain't never going to work if I could give, that little piece of advice. If there's a woman out there thinking that, it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, you shouldn't disrespect them like that. You know, if they with it, if they don't see you like that, it's disrespectful. Like, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, now I would never disrespect anybody's sexual orientation in that way. And that's why I be saying sometimes I ain't checking for nobody draws. Like it don't matter to me. Like I whatever. But anyway, move right on. And I hope I'm not disrespecting anybody by having this conversation. Child, Food Junkie says, stop saying hashtag floodgates was hot. I have two images in my head. Sorry, but now Food Junkie, Now look, now I realize that Food Junkie in particular done been scarred by he has trauma when it comes to a certain wolf puss. He has been traumatized, right? So maybe hey Lex, now you got to understand when it comes to Food Junkie that he has been traumatized because he has had a wolf puss almost attack him. Okay, now Food Junkie told us the story. I'm just saying it's that happened. Okay, so but y'all know my phone be tripping. He done had a wolf puss almost attack him. Okay, now we all remember the story. Okay, now I'm not gonna go over the story, but I'm just gonna say it's had to be traumatizing when I guess it was a mostly gray wolf puss because you know Big Dick Ramsey over there. I hate to say it, but her wolf puss tried to attack Phone Junkie. And I was like, oh my God. But that's what I mean by traumatizing. I mean, my God, I Lord Jesus. But anyway. Oh, Lord. Ooh. Child, look, I am fully awake. Y'all have to forgive me. The muzzle is almost off my mouth, okay? But I'm gonna pull it together and I'm gonna move it right the freak along. I'm gonna leave this alone. This is not my testimony. All right, but I really did, in all sincerity, want to mention that. Don't be dreaming those kind of dreams, okay? Like it ain't never ever gonna happen. All right, I'm just saying. Anyway, and don't be disrespecting no gay man, thinking your waterfall, gonna cleanse him of his gayness, okay? This ain't gonna happen, right? So anyway, move right along, and no disrespect to nobody, okay? Hey, viewers, how you doing? And so. Chris said, undomesticated puss. We're not going to do this. This is what we're not going to do. You're going to let me keep this muzzle on my mouth. Okay, then we're going to move it right along. Will y'all please hit the like button? I appreciate it, Food Junkie. Don't go on and get advantage. Y'all ain't no good. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. This is unbiased commentary. That's all. Oh, child. I cannot. These images I've been getting in my head, it's just not cool. I'm not even gonna tell y'all what I'm looking at right now. That pussy sound wrong. If Food Junkie had to step back probably 3-4 feet back, it said, "Wow!" It was growling at him. Whoo, child. That don't make no sense. Anyway, move right along. It's like, I cannot. Okay. I'm sorry. If you said fainted. Child, if he would have fainted, she would have pounced on him. Oh, Lord. Woo, don't feed it after midnight. Y'all foolish. Woo. Bye-bye. Baby was scared to death. Oh, Lord. Woo, child. Anyway, move right on. So, they got to, excuse me, y'all. They got to arguing about that. I'm great. To put my serious hat back on again. Okay, now I'm sorry. Sorry about that laugh interlude, but it is what it is. Okay, I got the visual. I don't need these visuals in my head. Right. So anyway, so that happened. And so they was arguing back and forth, and it kind of, but the reason why I mention it is because the attention was totally taken off of Terry P and her issue, right? And it turned into something else, right? So that went on for a while. I listened to a little bit of that. The highlight of that was old girl crying and stuff, right? Like I wasn't impressed, right? You know what I mean? Whatever. And so move right along to this morning. Now here's our reaction part of the video, right? The reaction part of this video. All right. So this morning I was listening to Bless Watkins channel, right? Yes, I was in the bushes. If I want the tea, I'm going to get the tea, whatever. It just don't even matter. You can't tell me not to listen from the bushes. It just is what the freaking is. So I'm listening. They talking about the Terry P chick, right? And then all of a sudden, bye-bye. The girl named Boo gets up there, and they already, talking about the Terry P and stuff, right? And bye-bye. Y'all remember how I used to be around there to the Bless Watkins or on the Brianna Simone's or on other old girls panel? Y'all know, because I get real passionate and my voice will raise and I start cussing folks out, but then they start, well, she ignorant. She sound ignorant. She sound crazy. She embarrassing herself. And I'm thinking, well, since I stopped jumping on these panels, I've seen a lot of people jump up on there and do the same thing that I've been doing. And I'm thinking, are y'all calling these people ignorant? Are y'all calling these people crazy? Okay, so anyway, I found it interesting because I saw that this morning, right? Bye-bye. That girl named what is her name? Boo. This is our reaction part of the video. She was going completely the F off on yeah, that's how I see it too, hypocrites, right? But if you're in the gang, it's normal, it's cool. You know what I mean? They're going to absorb it. It's going to be all right. But if you ain't in the gang, it ain't cool. Then you crazy, you ignorant, you embarrassing yourself, all this and all that, right? But anyway, it is what it is, because y'all know I'm going to do me irregardless. I can holler and scream on my own platform and make a comment for it too. Okay. But anyway, move right along. So part ways of the video, she got a problem with this chick with the Terry P chick, right? And so, because people are talking about the Terry P, and also in that chat, some people were saying that they were bullying her and all of this and all that. I'm thinking, no, you a whole grown woman, you ain't getting bullied. If you big enough to give a lick, you better be big enough to take a lick. And everybody knows she nice, nasty. She got all this stuff she's saying out of her mouth. But once again, they keep sidetracking the issue of why are y'all not calling her out for saying this stuff, this rhetoric that she's spewing, this stereotypical rhetoric, this poverty-shaming rhetoric. People keep getting sidetracked. And we know people like to take sides, but I'm thinking, well, if you are black, especially if you are a woman, okay, if you are a black person in general, how can you co-sign for this chick and some of the stuff that she said? But a lot of people, like I said, are white identified. It is what it is. I ain't trying to tell nobody what to do. It ain't my business. But it wouldn't be tolerated over here where I live, because that's what we're not going to do. But anyway, so let's listen to what happened. And I want to listen to this because it really leads to a very serious subject. And seeing this house Black History Month, this is a very good conversation, right? So I want to give my reaction to it. So Terry P and the lady named Boo, Miss Boo, I believe her name is, they get into a shouting match, right? And Miss Boo is explaining why she don't like Terry P. And the reason why she don't like Terry P is because evidently she had jumped on one of Quanney's videos when Quanney was speaking about the Devon Tillman case and Brianna, right? And I didn't hear this little part right here, but evidently Quanney did a video, in their opinion, and this is my unbiased commentary, and Quanney was just being messy or just trying, going at it with Brianna, and it really wasn't about the case. It was about getting back at Brianna. Do you see what I'm saying? But you're using this little boy's death as a means to do so, right? So there's a video that they're going to be talking about, y'all, with Terry P. Evidently, Quanney, and I found the video, right? Because I want to hear for myself, right? So Boo is explaining the reason why she don't like Terry P. is because she spoke derogatorily about a dead child. The little boy had been murdered. Y'all remember the story. What is her name? The gummy person, Bama, came on here saying that was her godson and all this and all that. And Brianna had to find out the truth, and she found the family. We all remember that whole story, right? Well, Quanney was made a video concerning the actual the body cam footage of the event, right? And so Boo is saying, I don't like you because you spoke derogatorily about a young Black man that had been shot, like, was it 30 or 35 times by the police officer? Like, how dare you, right? And so So she gets on here and say, no, I didn't, you know, play the tape, blah, 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 blah. But I'm gonna let y'all listen to a little bit of that. But I found the video, right? So we're gonna listen to the video, because what it is she said she didn't say none of this stuff, and y'all owe me an apology, right? Now, from what I heard on Bless Channel, if you didn't listen to all of that part on Quanney's video, you would think that they owe her an apology. But my thing is, you don't owe her no apology for nothing, in my opinion. Because here's the thing, you have said so much stuff. Is it any surprise that anybody would think Terry P would say derogatory things about a dead black man, whether she is black, whether she has a black son or not, because she is quite identified? Okay, so you are guilty with complicity one way or the other because of the things that come out of your mouth. You acting brand new, you being disingenuous, and don't nobody owe you apology, in my opinion. But I can prove why I'm saying they don't owe her no apology, and we're gonna prove it with this video. You see what I'm saying? And her own words. Okay, because the part of the video that they played, they didn't get to the part to where to let you know that no, they did not owe her no apology. No, they did not, because of what she said at the end of this. At the end of this, when she was talking on this video. But we're gonna play it, right? And so anyway, I'm just saying. You know, that's right. She bold enough to be on panels, right? She grown up for criticism, right? You know what I mean? I'll be getting pummeled around here. You know what I mean? God dog. I'm gonna prove it, girl. I'm gonna prove you know I'm gonna prove it. I ain't never heard so many I love you during a checking session. Lord. A checking I love you checking. Is that a troll? Because what does that mean? So many I love you during a checking session. Lord. What does that mean? Anyway, moving right along. So let's listen to some of this audio, right? Because I just want y'all to and pay attention to the tone of voice. Now, this is the stuff that they be trying to say. You know, this is embarrassing. She made a fool out of herself. It was embarrassing. You see what I'm saying? And so, yeah, can't take the heat. Stay out the kitchen. You know what I mean? I'm just asking. So anyway, we're gonna listen to a little bit of it, and then we're gonna move it right along. Okay. And so, and also, I think that Quanney and James is into it, but I'm pretty sure because I think that James feel like that Quanney has made a whole lot of homophobic slurs here of late. That's pretty piece she talking about. This is that right? Okay, I didn't even know Terry P was saying a bunch of I love you is. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, no, I ain't catch that, Brand. I ain't get it. But anyway, let's listen to a little bit of it. You see what I'm saying? And then we'll listen to what Quanney had to say about the tragic death of this young black man. Do you see what I'm saying? And yeah, we're gonna talk about that when we get to it. But let's listen to just a little bit of this. I just want y'all to hear the argument part of it. You know what I mean? And so yeah, but not the whole thing.
Right. I feel like it was all about money. What picture, Lady Nikki? Let me ask you that real quick before we go on.
Hold on, y'all know I ain't good with the red ball.
Go ahead, y'all.
Just hold on a second.
Put it in the chat. I didn't know. I won't be over there anyway.
Miss Black.
Instagram. Yeah, hey, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Love, forgive me. You know, I'm about to get ignorant right now. And
go right ahead. You're already
ignorant.
So go right ahead. You're already ignorant, bitch. You got the right one today. I said what the fuck I said, and that's what I meant. But go ahead and talk, ho.
I'm behind, and I usually don't watch this early in the morning, but I caught what you
because
said.
You're up all night.
Wrong.
You're up all night.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong about what?
Let me speak, bitch.
No, bitch. You're a bitch. And you're a stupid bitch. And you are a selfish bitch. And you are a nasty bitch.
What the fuck you had to say about me? And you're
go ahead and talk.
You're wrong. So let me go back. Let me.
If I'm a hoe, I must be a good one because I don't have to pass anybody my number, bitch, and beg them to call. I don't have to get.
Oh, Lord, y'all.
I don't have to get stirred up in the door. I wouldn't even talk to you. I don't have to ask a gay man to fuck me, bitch. I don't have to get online and ask 13 for shit, bitch. When I walk out the house, I pull, bitch.
Come through, boo.
All night online.
Come through, Miss Bo.
I don't have to do that. I don't have to get online and kiss a whole ass who sit up she all of this and talk about a deceased child family, you stupid whore, to get accepted. So you're the bitch. You're the whore. I'd rather be me any day than a stupid black bitch who get on my
she meant that.
about being in a country club when you can't even get in a country club until 1990, hoe, because they didn't accept us. So if you want to talk about somebody being a hoe or somebody being a bitch, do all of that shit. But I'll take it today because I don't give a fuck what you say because I don't respect you, hoe. So go ahead and fucking talk. But everything you say is irrelevant. You did that shit. You said that shit. And I said what the fuck I said, bitch. Now you go to Quanney with that shit because I'm not the one, hoe.
Come through, Miss Boo.
Have you even had your coffee this morning?
Bitch, I had coffee.
Y'all know I gotta be messy. Can I just say? Now see, this the kind of cussing out that I like. When you say this shit with your from the bottom of your gut, when you say "fuck you, bitch" from the bottom of your gut, and when you raise your voice, see, this that shit I be talking about. Oh, I timed you out by accident. My apology. This that shit that I be talking about, right? But y'all know that be saying that when I get on the panel and I do this, I'm embarrassing myself. You know, I'm ignorant. I sound crazy. All of this and all of that. Now I'm gonna wonder if somebody gonna jump on that panel whenever and say that Miss Boo on here sound crazy and she embarrassing herself and all this. I'm just waiting for that commentary because you know that's what they say about me. Okay, whose cousin is this lady? She be on Bless Walker's panel all the time. Her name is Boo. I'm calling her Miss Boo because I want everybody to think I'm calling her like Hey Boo or not like that. Her name, her avatar name is Boo. Do you see what I'm saying? And so that's who it is. She's talking to Terry P, but she's gathering Terry P all the way together about what I explained to you before. The reason why they was coming at her is because of that white identified stuff that she be talking. Oh, I go to a country club. Oh, I go to this. I go to that. And just let me say, when you find people that talk about what they got and what they doing and all of this and all that in order to bring somebody down in their mind, that mean they ain't got it. If you got to talk about it, you ain't got it. Because if you ain't got it, because if you really got it, it ain't that special to you. And so you ain't got to go around bragging about what you got because you're used to having it. Okay? It's like every day to you. Does that make sense? If you got to brag about it, then that means you really ain't got it. Okay? Because if you got it, you used to it, it ain't special. Now, I'm just saying, you know. And so, but anyway, let's listen to a little bit more. Okay, come on.
Tonight, I got a family who love me, bitch. I don't have to get on here and pretend. You can sit back and try and act all cool, calm, and collected. But if you were really as cool, calm, and as happy as you were, you wouldn't have done the shit that you did.
Okay, but I'm not the one that has to brag about having sex.
Evidently, you need some. You need some. I'm not the one who has to contact a nigga with fucked up teeth by the name of Lemon to ask him to call me.
Okay. So anyway, I digress. So the reason why I hopped on your panel.
Wait a minute, hold up.
Good morning.
She got another avatar. Blue Sky said her avatar is not taking it back. She be in this chat also. So that avatar that be in this chat, this name not taking it back, are y'all saying it's Terry P? Because Terry P said she ain't got no other avatars. That's what she said. So I don't know, Blue Skies. I don't know. But anyway, let's listen to a little bit more, y'all. Child.
It's because I heard this bitch say that I
meant for you to
some
hear
disparaging things. Let me tell you what really happened, and if this bitch can let me talk, I will explain what happened. When Quanney did that live, I was in the chat. And I said, yes, I saw the, because she was asking if people saw the video. I said, yes, I saw the video. And she said, Terry P, come on up. And I came up, and the first thing that I said is, I'm not giving my opinion. I'm giving my take on what I saw in the video.
Oh, no, I
wasn't sure that I said.
Hold on now. Number one, Terry P, if you jumping out here and you say you want to smoke this morning because you said you was going to be really rude, right? And you in every other word, you addressing this woman as you're addressing this woman as bitch. Every other word, when you're not addressing her as boo, you're addressing her as this bitch. So how you gonna be trying to cry when somebody coming for you and every other word coming out of your mouth is bitch? I'm just saying. Okay, yeah, that accent, child, that's a bit much. No, I wasn't talking about Blue Sky said I thought you was talking about boo. No, I was talking about Terry P. Terry P said she don't have no other, avatar names or troll names or nothing like that. So you saying the not taking it back is boo. Okay, well, hey boo, if you in here. Hey girl. I love the way you read this bitch down today if you in here, girl. Good job. Okay. Anyway, let's listen to a little bit more. Then we go switch over to now. This is her defending what she said on Quanney's video, right? This was the topic of discussion. This is why Boo saying she don't like her. This is why Boo saying she reading her down, right? Let's listen to a little bit more. We're going to move right along, right? Hold on.
Happened to that young man was wrong. And I said that 11 times. That video is still up. So when you have bitches like
baby, you sat on a panel, and that's not good. That's not what you said, Miss Bliss. Play the video. Play the video.
Play the video.
Whose video? Whose video? Sir King?
This is so stupid.
Whose video?
Stupid.
Play the video.
I'm in the chat.
Whose video? Sir King?
No.
Quanney's video. Play the video. That's not what you did. You sat there.
But you didn't see the video, ho. You didn't see the video.
You did not do that.
You didn't see the video.
Play the fucking video.
What video? What's her name?
Terry King. If you were a decent person, those people lost their son.
Y'all listen now. Hold on. Wait. On this part, they was talking about like she be trying to do some kind of extra voice or something, right? Now, if you listen, her microphone is low. Her voice really does change. Just listen to this, but pay close attention to it. And you can hear her voice like changing when she's further away from the microphone. And I'm like, oh, okay. But when she's up on the microphone, when you can hear her clearly, she got this voice on right here. But as she starts to walk away from the microphone, her voice gets deeper, but you have to listen really, really close, okay? So let's listen. And the reason why I say that is because I heard people saying that, her voice changes, her voice deepens, and and then there's a big thing about the way that she articulates and the way that she sounds. They were talking about that in Duchess Kelly Love chat yesterday, right? And so I see what they're saying now, via this video this morning. And I was like, wow, okay, they got a point. So y'all listen real close. Here we go. Let's play it.
What video y'all talk about?
It wasn't even in the ground. For you to even get on a panel and say, I'm looking at the video and I'm trying to dissect it to figure out
Why is this old shit? I'm not something disparaging about that old man, so don't put me in that motherfucker.
Good morning, Fisher.
You're not gonna do that to me.
Somebody asked Brianna Simone to come on the panel.
What video? I don't know which video it is, y'all. Is Brianna here? Because I don't watch Quanney. I don't know which video
what the fuck I said. If you would have never got your ass up on the panel and did that shit, if that was your child, would you want someone to do it to you, bitch? I don't give a fuck. I don't have to say I have a black son. You know why? Because people know I would have a black son, bitch. I don't have to say that because people would know I have a black son. Would you want someone to do that to you, bitch? Would you want someone to do that to your child? You hoes don't give a fuck about the rest of the world and want somebody to care about you. It's fuck you. And for anybody who's saying I'm passionate, I damn sure am passionate about a young black man who was murdered in the motherfucking streets by the police. And I wonder why the fuck ain't y'all? You stupid bitch.
Don't even put that.
Talking about you got a black son. I feel sorry for your black son. If you the type.
I'm done.
Don't be done. I said what the fuck I said. You had no business sitting up talking about you're analyzing a motherfucking video. You analyzing a video about a black child being murdered in the street before their parents even had an opportunity to bury them. You sat up on a panel where those people were being drugged, you dumb whore, and you was okay with it. Yeah.
Barry, your volume is down, baby girl. We barely can hear you.
She turned her volume down because she knows she wrong. Instead of her just saying, I'm sorry for what the fuck I did.
Miss Bless, I have a black son.
I don't don't give a fuck. You
all got black sons, baby girl. What's the point?
That don't make you black, bitch.
What's the point, though? We got black children.
Dick don't make you black, bitch. Taking black dick don't make you black.
I don't know if they got a.
Wait a minute. Why did that need to be said? We all got black children. They're the ones that's black.
Hey, Miss Bess, I just came up here because
I did it because I wanted to. I brought it up because I wanted to. I brought it up because you put it out there. You did it. You didn't want nobody to talk about it. Don't do it, bitch.
Baby. Okay. Hold on a minute. Yo, baby. That was the cuss out. I ain't heard a cuss out that good in a long time. I was getting my whole life. Okay, so I just want y'all to hear, you know, what Miss Boo was upset with Terry P about, right? And Terry P is saying she didn't say anything derogatory about the young man that we're talking of, that they're talking about the video. And like I said, it's the little boy that what is her name? The Bama Gums said was her godson, and the mama was dead and the daddy wasn't in his life and all of this and all. We know that was a lie, because Brianna pretty much exposed the fact that she was lying about a whole lot of stuff, including the fact that she was alluding to the fact that she embalmed the little boy, the young man, and all of this and all that. We know that story, right? So this is why Miss Boo is saying that she don't like Terry P, because she got up on Quanney's chat and said some disparaging things, my question is, did she say some disparaging things, or did she co-sign the disparaging things? You see what I'm saying? The devil's in the details. But like I said, they kept saying, play the video. Well, I went and found the video. Okay. And like I said, the devil is in the details, and you got to pay attention, okay, to not necessarily what she's saying, but how she's saying it. You see what I'm saying? Is she co-signing or no? Is she owed an apology? But let me skip through this a little bit, because later on in this thing, they're gonna find the video for Bless, and Bless gonna play the video, but she's not gonna play it long enough, and then they're gonna be apologizing to Terry P. And I'm thinking, for what? For what? Child. Anyway, let me try to fast forward. So a little bit in this video, Brianna Simone eventually steps up here. Hold on, let me see if I can fast forward to this so y'all can see what she say. Because this is about, the Devon Tillman case. And we know that Brianna brought a lot of that to life. About the fact of how old girl was lying about the situation. Let me see if I can fast forward. Y'all know me and this red ball don't get along, right? But anyway, they keep arguing, and here's a little bit from Brianna.
Watch the video, and after watching the video, this, that, and that, she had so much negative things to say. It was very nasty. It was very distasteful, and no black mother would get up on a panel and do that. It was very nasty, and she didn't even understand that Quanney was doing that as a shot at me. So really, while you up there, you was taking shots at me the entire time. So I'm like, wow. And I've never really dealt with her the same since then. You go your way, I go my way. But it was very nasty. It was very distasteful. People who she was cool with in the chat was saying, Terry P, what are you doing? And she was like, no, I'm going to say it. It was all of that. All of that.
Wow.
So I'll be back in the chat.
Okay, thank you, Brianna. Now, Terry P, they're going to bring you up. You can answer back to that. Miss Theo, where you at? I'm going to drop the link again. Terry.
Let me tell you this. I don't know what beef Bree has with me. I've been nothing but...
She don't have a beef with you. She was just saying what happened in Quanney's chat.
Miss Bless, all I have to say is go watch that video.
What's the name? I keep asking what's the name of the video I'm looking for. I will play that part.
It was the video she did on the child. And I was very, and if anybody knows how I move, I'm very cautious when it comes to sensitive subjects.
Except for calling people, except for making poverty shaming people. You ain't sensitive about that.
I'm sure Quanney will see this. And if anybody Quanney,
Let me fast forward a little bit, y'all.
Quanney, you guys,
Let's see.
did you see him shoot himself? He was healed.
What was acting in the chat before you left?
I've been
I want to know where your accent went to. They wanted to know that you say he was smoking weed. And then the other question, want to know why you keep saying black child, we black, our children are black. Those are three
He
questions.
is being bullied. Terry P is not being piled up on. Okay, so for those who
No,
don't
she's not being
understand
bullied.
what's going on, I'll explain to you exactly what's going on. I'm going to explain to you exactly why I'm angry. Terry P can say whatever she wants to say. Terry P was over there on that panel. What they said was things like, well, what did he do? He caused it himself. That's an issue.
Y'all hit the like button, okay?
Because if you recall at that time, those people didn't even have them.
No, she's not taking full
they didn't have
responsibility.
what
I
they even
agree.
needed to bear their son. Like I said,
Kids
I
get
don't
twisted
like
like.
anybody.
That's right, not
for
taking it back.
sitting
But you
there.
know,
If
I
you
was the
wanna get
hold
on
on,
here
wait a
and
minute.
start.
You're right about that not taking, but remember, I was the only one, you know, causing trouble or whatever. But you know, it, girl, yeah. But you're right, not taking it back. Only says Terry P is still not taking full responsibility. Shaking my head, she still carries that righteous vitriol. Yes, that very stereotypical anti-black, white identified vitriol. That is what they are not wanting. They are not allowed requiring her to answer for that. They're not requiring her to answer for that vitriol. Okay. You know, they keep getting sidestepped to the point to where the trolls that are on her side, or Avatar Nation, or whoever it is down there in the chat spinning the narrative that she being bullied. But she up here calling people bitches and hoes. But they feel like people need to apologize to this bitch with all this vitriol, this stereotypical anti-black vitriol that be coming out of her mouth. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh Lord, Terry B, Terry P made it fall out the bushes. She need to stop. She do need to stop. And I don't even understand how they felt like she was being bullied. I mean, the chick was on Sir King panel crying in the wee hours of the morning. I need to take a break, all this and all that. But yet and still, only a couple of hours later, you on Bless Watkins channel because they done brought it up, trying to, they're like, do you sleep? Like, are you still drunk? I mean, you know, they saying she was drunk, and that's why she was saying all this stuff. And then she was saying that's her reads. She's not taking accountability. Do you see what I'm saying? And it just don't make no sense. But it's a troll in here. Let me try to get it. I don't know if my moderators are in here, but I get it. But yeah, I don't understand. They're not asking her to answer for the same things. Do you see what I'm saying? And just like even Quanney was on her about, you know, I don't, but she wasn't being bullied in my opinion. Do you see what I'm saying? So I don't know what the deal is with this chick, but I am not impressed. Okay. She is a bully. She trying to make people feel less than. Do you see what I'm saying? And she feels like for whatever reason, I guess she feel like since she covered by Spill It Boy or covered by Avatar Nation or whoever, she can pop up here and say these things that she's saying to people. Do you see what I'm saying? But she don't want nobody to say nothing back to her. They don't want her to call her on her stuff. And then when they call her on her stuff, she start that little white girl crying shit. But bitch, ain't nobody falling for this shit. I'm not falling for it. I heard some of that stuff you were saying. I ain't got nothing to do with it. It's a reaction video, but if you ever said it, and I was on a panel with you, bitch, I would have cussed you to slap the fuck out. And, now, I'm not trying to jump on nobody's panel this morning, but just let me say that when she was on Justice Kelly Love panel, and Jessica B was asking her direct questions, and she kept deflecting her ass away, I would have cussed her motherfucking ass out, bitch. I would have called her to the carpet. I'm just saying, but I'm trying to stay in my own lane. But she keeps skirting the issue, and she don't want to, like you said, accept responsibility. Do you see what I'm saying? Only says Kishana, yes, Terry P admitted last night that she consumption for alcohol is on a regular. Well, I mean, like, it don't matter if she got a consumption, if she, you know, real drunk or not. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, where'd you getting all this white identified vitriol for black people? You got to be black to the point to where, you know, I got a black son. And that was right when they were saying, my kids are black. Like, why do you keep highlighting the fact? You sound like you're a white person. You know how white people be like, well, I got a black, I can't be racist because I've got a black friend. Do you see what I'm saying? She sound like that. Well, I've got a black son, or I've got a black son. Well, if you're a black woman, then we gonna, you know that you got a black son. Like, why do you keep highlighting that? Like, what do you keep saying it for? You see what I'm saying? But anyway, child, move right along. So they keep saying that. Then they finally play the tape. Let me scroll it a little bit more.
I just came up to say I'm interested and I'm glad that you're playing the video, and I thank you for that. I appreciate you because
Now listen to this shit.
What the thing people are saying is, why did you feel like something's off? He had to be on something.
I didn't know if he was or not. I said I didn't know if he was or not. But let's not change the narrative. I'm
not changing the narrative. I'm asking you what I'm hearing here.
But the thing is
I don't know why these trolls is popping up on my goddamn page. As long as y'all come in here and then like y'all got some sense, y'all more than welcome. You know what I mean? But tread lightly.
When you said it's something that they did for 15 minutes, ask them to get out the car, and you assume that maybe it's on something. That's what they're not taking right.
Did you play the part where I said I'm not giving my opinion? I said I am giving.
Yeah, but she didn't play the end of it though.
I'm playing it now. I'm trying to get to the other part. Everybody telling me to get to right now.
Miss Bless Watkins, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just as a point of clarification, I didn't see the video, so I mean, what we heard so far, I would agree with Terry P. There was nothing disparaging, but here's the bigger picture.
But it was though.
Quanney was doing this. Quanney was talking about this case not because it was just some case on the news, but because she was trying to get back at Brianna and that family. You have to understand her intent for discussing the case. And the way she started off, Quanney started off talking about some things, saying some negative things about this kid. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even think it should have been in this sector. But I remember hearing this at the very beginning and cutting it right off because it was disgusting. So it's the intent. So sitting on there and trying to have an intelligent discussion about a case with somebody who's coming from a negative place is going to make people think you're co-signing her negativity. That's what I think people. Let me just say, that's what I think people are reacting to, Terry P. What I've heard so far, I agree with you. I didn't hear you say anything disparaging. But
she did though.
It's the problem that you're doing it with this
but she did
person
though.
who was saying disparaging things even before you got on, which I think you would admit. And I'm just wanted.
She got up here. She played a victim, and she was playing in these people's faces. Like I said, the devil's in the details. You know what I mean? They just simply did not play enough of the video, and you have to really pay attention to how she's saying what it is that she's saying. And so, but let me scroll back to the part to where they felt like the chick was owed an apology, and then we gonna move it right along to the video. Hold on, let me try to scroll past that.
Said something about he must have been on something. She asked about the weed. That part right there, I think what got people might have been smoking. She said,
"It's fine. If you feel like from what you heard, you want to apologize, and that's on y'all. But I stand by what I said.
I don't want nobody to apologize.
Hold on, wait. Let me say this. I stand. If you
ain't nobody lying on you,
Terry. Let us think.
If you want to apologize, that's fine. But I stand by my feelings. I stand by my stance. I stand by what I said. The whole intent of that whole live was messy. It was nasty.
Right.
And for you to get up there and say anything and to paint any kind of picture and to say everything that you said, if you go watch the whole thing, you will understand how I feel.
And that's what I went to do.
Ever since then, things that have been coming out of Terry P's mouth has been nasty.
Yeah.
So me personally, I don't fuck with her. That's how I feel.
That's fine. And
but
I'm fine with
nasty.
that.
She be saying shit. She be talking real fucking reckless.
Yeah.
That whole live was a whole dig. And she didn't even understand that she was playing to took Quanney in the whole time.
She understands.
That's
the whole point.
I didn't come up there being malicious.
You just gotta watch the whole live.
Do anybody have a time step from a certain point that I didn't get to because you don't want to play Quanney's whole video?
I'm not telling you to go. I'm not telling you to go play the whole video. That's not what I'm saying.
No, Brandon, I'm not saying that. I'm asking people because I really do want to finish watching them on.
What I'm saying is this: people can feel like I lied. That's fine. You can feel that way. But I'm saying my interpretation, what I heard, what I feel from back then. Yeah, ever since then, I've been very distant from Terry P, and she knows that. That's a fact. She knows that. She could tell you that's a fact.
I don't know that.
That is a fact. I don't talk to her. I keep my distance from her. Period.
I did not, because if I would have known,
other than that, I'm good. But if somebody else wants to go, if people feel like they want to apologize, they feel like I got it wrong, I'll take that. I'm cool on that. But I'm
not upset with you at all, Bree.
I'm not upset with you either. I'm just saying, I just don't want to play.
I feel like y'all mad at me. I'm probably yelling. I'm because I'm yelling because I'm just trying to get everything out real quick. But yeah, I don't feel like anybody's mad at me. I don't feel like anything. What I'm saying is if I led you to believe something and you now feel like it's different, I'll apologize to you for telling you something based upon my feelings. How I feel about it. That's how I feel.
I don't think no apologies are necessary.
So I feel like by her being there, period, that's why it looks like that.
No, I get it. I
hear Cherry P say anything wrong, but she did say something wrong, though, and I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you listen to it because she didn't play enough of the video, but I listened.
I don't think it's a lie, and when I get up here,
it's not a lie.
Video. Like what I said,
it's not a lie. So hold on, anyway, let me listen. I just wanted to see Spirit Boy had something to say. Hold on.
She said something was off, or they please.
Has an effect on people.
Hold on.
I'm cool on that. But
I was trying to see if Spirit Boy had something to say.
I don't think it's a lie. And when I get up here, I'm gonna.
I want to be respectful because this is your platform.
Well, be respectful. You ain't got to keep saying you want to be. Just be it. Because I don't want nobody to think that you getting dragged and jumped on over here. I'm just trying to look at the whole picture.
James.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. I child. This is too much.
It's a lot.
I literally came out all this stuff. Again, that's woman stuff. I ain't hear about all that. But what I'm saying is common denominator.
Mm-hmm.
Common denominator. Now I know that you like her. But the last couple little swing matches you've been in?
Kerfuffles? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Fisticuffs.
Girl, don't shut the fuck up.
And where is she?
Sick of this bitch.
Where is she? Because the bald-headed bitch drops down and get to screaming and yelling any other time. Where is she? That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
I do. I hear you. It's too early in the damn morning for this shit.
But you up in the morning though, and you been up all night.
I'm going.
Was it too early in the morning when she was on Sir King's panel in the wee hours of the morning? Was it too early then, bitch? Why are you being condescending? I'm not impressed by bitches like this. Okay. Kind of me said it seems they're mad because of her being over at Quanney, and people can go where the F they want. No, they were not necessarily mad about her being over at Quanney's. They're mad about the video that they're talking about. Okay, and see, you're not paying attention. They didn't pay attention to the details. Okay, and that coupled with the fact, and if Brianna felt like she was saying something derogatory about that boy, the reason why she felt that way is because of this conversation. Now let's listen to let's like I said, I found the video and we're gonna play it, right? I don't think they like I said, the devil's in the details, right? The reason Quanney is going to keep calling her to this panel and calling her to this panel. The reason why Quanney was calling her on this panel, because Quanney felt like via her rhetoric, because of the way that she speaks, because of her white identified rhetoric, okay, because of the way that she say that all the time, she's spewing all that derogatory, stereotypical stuff. That is why I believe that Quanney called her up to the panel to have this discussion in particular, okay, because of what she said in the past, okay, and the video is real messy for a whole lot of reasons, and we're going to break a little bit of it down, okay, because there is a conversation here. Do you see what I'm saying? And so you can't say they owe this person an apology. In my opinion, they don't owe her nothing. I don't care how it was put this morning. Okay, she playing in people's faces, and then she want to get on Bless Walker's channel and sound very condescending after their video was played like she didn't do nothing wrong. But yes, you did, Terry. Yes, you did, and you know you was wrong. Okay, even if you hadn't said what you said at the very end of the panel when you hopped off the first time. Now, I don't know if you jumped on again, but what you said after you jumped down the first time, that was enough for me right there. That was all I needed to know, that no, they in fact didn't need, they don't owe you nothing. Okay, that coupled with the fact that you keep skirting around the issue and you refuse to take responsibility for all of that stuff, and you try to down people that's on Section 8 or food stamps, all that poverty, like all that poverty shaming you doing, and that white identified bullshit you keep trying to pull off. Okay, there's the reason why they don't owe you an apology. Is it reason? You know, that is the reason why they felt like that you was on Quanney's side when Quanney was saying what she was saying about the death of this young man. That is the reason why. And for that reason, they don't owe you no damn apology. And you playing in these people's faces, you getting up here, I'm owed an apology. Oh, and it's too early for this. But bitch, you must have been up all motherfucking night. You said you was going to take a break, but you up here on Bless Watkins channel calling people bitches and whores and shit like you don't know what the fuck they talking about. Well, really, yes, you do. Okay? Yes, you do. I'm just saying. And all that shit you say is real motherfucking weird and it's real condescending. And the people ain't paying no attention to your motherfucking ass, you going to keep motherfucking doing it, bitch. Okay? That's why I'm doing the goddamn video. Now, I ain't got nothing to do with this shit, but I'm saying you ain't got to give a fucking apology to a bitch that's done said some fuck shit like this. Okay? Because I say what the fuck I say on this motherfucker. But I don't poverty shame about no goddamn food stamps and about no goddamn Section 8 and about all this Kool-Aid and all of that's some bullshit. Okay? And that coming out of the mouth of a black person is just real foul to me. I don't play like that. Okay? And like I said, bitch, if you got to brag about it, then bitch, you ain't motherfucking got it. Okay? I'm just motherfucking saying, can't nobody say I come up here and read a bitch from head to toe, but you can't say that I'm trying to read you about what the fuck I got or what I drive or where I live or what the fuck ever, okay? Now, bitch, motherfuckers might be trying to find out my life for me, but can't nobody say that I get on here and brag about a house or a car or a fund or any motherfucking thing else, because I don't believe in no motherfucking shit like that, okay? Now, I will say, we'll try to ghetto or something like that. See, ghetto, in my opinion, is a frame of mind. You can be living in motherfucking Hollywood, in goddamn Hollywood Hills and shit with millions of dollars and still have a motherfucking ghetto frame of mind. Okay? That's what I mean. I don't mean your socioeconomic status, honey. I mean your motherfucking mental state. Because me, I can get real motherfucking ghetto when I want to. Okay? But that don't have nothing to do with my motherfucking socioeconomic status. And as far as a motherfucker getting welfare or food stamps, y'all better chop that shit up to goddamn reparations, okay? If you are black in America and you getting welfare or food stamps or Section 8 or all of the above, you better chop that shit up to motherfucking reparations, okay? Tell them motherfuckers to charge that to your motherfucking bill, okay? Tell them to charge it toward the bill of all those goddamn centuries your motherfucking ancestors had to work and build this motherfucking country for free. Tell them motherfuckers to charge it to the reparations. I'm just motherfucking saying, right? I don't give a fuck. And I pay taxes every year. A whole lot of them. Okay, just might I add. And I say charge it to motherfucking reparations. That's how the fuck I feel about it. All right, I'm just motherfucking saying. Especially when it comes to black people, poverty shaming other motherfucking black people, that means you motherfucking insecure. And when I say for future reference, woo child of ghetto, I'm talking about your state of mind, bitch. And your state of mind is motherfucking free. But never should you ever get it twisted about some other old socioeconomic motherfucking shit. Okay? I'm just saying. All right? That's just how I feel about it. I don't give a fuck. All right? If they give you that shit, it motherfucking ain't enough. All right? They owe us so much in this country that we all need to be living free and tax-free for the rest of our motherfucking lives from generations to come. That's how I motherfucking feel about it. All right? And that's just some real shit. And that is your Black History moment. Okay? From the Oracle today. All right? I hate when people do that shit. I don't like poverty shaming. But anyway, move right the fuck along. So let's listen to child. Let's listen to Quanney's video, right? So Terry P feels like she was done wrong in Bless Walker's chat. She feel like they was jumping on her. She feel like she they lied on her. All this here and all that. Okay, but anyway, like I said, I went and listened to the video, and y'all know my critical thinking skills, they always come into play. You know, if you got a thing and I really want to know, what's going on, I go and try to do my own research. And this is why and via me doing my own research, I feel that nobody don't owe her no goddamn apology for nothing. Okay? I'm just motherfucking saying. You don't owe her no apology. All right? Anyway, let's continue. So let's break down this first little part of the video. And this is why I say that no, they don't owe her an apology. Quanney kept calling her up to this panel on purpose because of this subject, because of the way that she speaks, because of Terry P's rhetoric. This is why Quanney kept calling her up on this panel right here in particular. Okay? And so, yeah. Let's listen. Hold on, y'all.
You all are going to get enough. I'm not using your judgment. You all are going to get enough. I'm not doing your research on individuals, including if you got to do your goddamn research and due diligence on me. You don't let folks come on YouTube and give your ass a goddamn story, asking to utilize your damn time, monopolize your time, and ask you for their money, and now asking for you to sign a petition. Sign a petition for what? You need 500 signatures, government signatures, for what? On change.org to take to who and to whom? To get what accomplished? The same words that's on that petition is the same words that's been on everybody else's petition for years. I don't see anything different. You're asking for police officers to be trained, to be retrained to do what? Do you all not understand who police officers are? They are paid assassins.
Just let me stop right there. Now she's talking about the Devon Tillman case. We've heard that, right? And we all know that, right? So I disagree. The only thing that we can do as black people in this country, when it comes to us and injustice, is protest, is sign petitions, and we know that these people are still gonna shoot our young boys and girls down, men and women, in the streets, at will. Okay, and most of the time they don't even have to pay for it, because they are petty rollers. Okay, they are paid assassins when it comes to us. Okay. And so I just feel like this is a good discussion for Black history, because what else can we do except when we see something like this happen to a young black man, and what else can you do? Okay. Like, really, what else can you do? Are you supposing, and the police they need some sensitivity training, okay? They need to not be fucking patty rollers, okay? What they need to do is not continue to murder us in the streets like motherfucking dogs, and when one of us want to rise up and do something about it, then a whole lot of us get fucking assassinated. They need to stop motherfucking using us for shields while they pulling off other shit, okay? That's what they need to stop doing, okay? Because they ain't nothing but motherfucking patty rollers, all right? That's what the fuck they are. Do you know what a fucking patty roller is? A patty roller, since it's Black History Month, let me change my tone, okay? Because I'm getting bothered already, but I don't like this. This is white identified, okay? A patty roller, what a patty roller was, when your ancestors would finally get tired of being beat to death, or get tired of their kids, being sold into slavery, or getting tired of raped and being mutilated, what they would do is they would try to run away from the plantation, right? And so these patty rollers, okay, these paid assassins, in somebody's word, will come out and hunt you down like you a motherfucking dog and either kill you, and if they don't kill you, they will maim you, cut off your foot or half of your leg in hopes that you won't fucking run again, so that you can continue to be fucking traumatized. Okay, not only you, your children, your wife, your mama, your daddy, your fucking generations and generations after fucking generations. Okay? So never will I ever have the backs of the motherfucking patty rollers. Just let me say that. I don't mean no harm. I just want to give you a little bit of brief history. Let's continue. Sorry about that. Yep.
Really?
Well, right on.
Assassins. So what are you asking for them to train? Retrain to do what? That video is 21 minutes and some odd seconds. The windows was torn out their car. The windows were busted out the automobile.
Lord.
On the driver's side. Now what happened on the passenger side, we can't see. The back window of the driver's side, windows was shattered. Also, the little small window, I forgot the name of that window. That window was busted out too. And also looked to me that back window may have been shattered also. This is before the child was even harmed. Also, they had been smoking marijuana, according to the officers. Now, I wasn't there, and you all think that marijuana is from the earth. It is. But it's also been added with toxins. I don't know if folks are just smoking marijuana straight from... I don't know nothing about that. I've never put no drug in my body. So I wouldn't know nothing about that. Also, I've known many folks who smoke marijuana and become paranoid.
Marijuana is also used as a depressant. Just let me say I don't smoke it, but it's also used as a depressant. It's not a stimulant, it's a depressant. And what she's doing is she's talking about, in my opinion, the reasons why these police officers felt emboldened, why they felt like they were justified in brutally murdering yet another young black man. This is the justification of her mind for this. This is very damaging for black people. Okay, number one, because we have seen since the onslaught of the internet, we have seen time and time again many black men and women being gunned down via police stops that don't have anything to do with alcohol, marijuana, or drugs. We saw Philando Castile shot in his car. He was murdered in his car. Even after he told the police officer that he was a licensed gun owner, there was a little girl in the back of a car. In the back of the car, he was murdered right there when his woman and his little girl was in the back seat. We saw Sandra Bland, a black woman, via a police stop. She was taken to the police station via a police stop and hung in a cell by herself. We saw, as of recent, we saw George Floyd. They didn't say he had marijuana or a gun on him. He was actually pulled out of his car, laid on the ground, and strangled via a knee to his neck. He was suffocated. So there is no excuse for this child to have been murdered, been assassinated, if you will, have been executed in his car because he was definitely afraid. But we gonna continue, because I ain't trying to preach, but I'm just saying I got to step in when it go too far. Okay, so yeah, let's continue.
Paranoid. Also, there was a gun in the car. That's what they're saying.
Now let me stop right here so I don't have to say this, so we can try to speed it along. Now, there are something called hostage negotiators. Okay. Now, I have seen people, because I live in bumfuck Tennessee, like they like to call it, right? And so I have seen people barricaded in their home with guns sticking out of the window. White folks barricaded in their homes and guns sticking out of the windows. And you will have a hostage negotiator come in and talk these people down for hours upon hours, sometimes 11, 12, 13, 14 hours. They talk to them just for as long as they have to get them to lay that weapon down and for them to come out the house and them not be killed. And they come out the house with their hands up and their knees are put on the ground, and they live to shoot at an officer another day when they get out of jail. Now, I have seen this happen. Okay, this, however, doesn't happen. If it happens, it's very rare for a hostage negotiator to come in and talk down a person of color. Okay, you know, I'm just saying. Anyway, let's continue. That's not a good excuse, in my opinion. Okay.
There was a gun in the car. Was the gun registered? Who did the gun belong to? Was there any bodies on the gun?
Now that's very ignorant, because how would they know if the gun is registered? How would they know who the gun belongs to? How would they know if there's any bodies on the gun? If this was a police stop, they have not had time to confiscate the gun and analyze the gun. So they don't know nothing about the gun right now. So why you sound like you're trying to make a case for the police to get out of this? They don't know if there's no bodies on the gun or not. They don't know if the gun is registered or not. They don't know who the gun belongs to. They don't have their hands. They are not in possession of the gun yet. Do you see what I'm saying? And so anyway, let's continue.
You all need to go watch that video. Y'all are saying y'all don't want to watch it. You need to. You need to see these videos when people are getting killed. You really need to watch the videos when folks are being murdered. You all are saying y'all don't want to see it. You have to see it. You have to see it. You must watch the videos when anyone is murdered. If you're going to allow somebody to monopolize your time, need your money, need your financial backing, and also need your John Hancock on any form of a document. I'm not signing shit. I don't give a goddamn if somebody black hands it to me or somebody white hands it to me. Okay. I want to know where my John Hancock is going. I can't sign my John Hancock as no Queen Quanney on no goddamn petition. Queen Quanney is not my government issue name. You cannot put an alias on a petition.
I don't understand that. Like, what you mean?
Terry P, you watched the whole 22 minutes of it? All 22 minutes? It was 22 minutes long. I'm not talking about what the news put up. I'm talking about the body cam. The news didn't give you the whole body cam. I got the body cam. What officer's body cam that is? It would have to be the officer that's standing in front of the car. Because I can see inside the car. It would have to be the body cam of the officer who's standing at the automobile. That video has been on YouTube for 2 weeks.
Thanks for the super sticker, Kishana.
Terry P, I would love you to come up here and we talk. Would you be willing to come up here and talk to me? Will you be willing to come up here and talk to me? It doesn't explain that, Wanda. I'm not making an excuse for that. Do you hear me making up excuses? It doesn't explain that. Okay, Terry P. It doesn't explain that. You don't hold no goddamn court in no damn street.
You what?
I'm already blacked out, so I can say what the fuck I want to say, and I'm going to keep on saying, don't bring this shit on YouTube and motherfucker I won't talk about. I'm going to post the link. Give me a moment. I want to talk to Terry P. She says she watched the video. Have any of you all watched that 22-minute video? "35 bullets is overkill."
That's right, Hoodoo. I agree.
It's on YouTube, so let's talk about it. Some of you motherfuckers say y'all didn't even want to watch it. I don't want to see it. What the fuck you mean you don't want to see it? What the fuck you mean you don't want to look at it? You need to. The family needs us, right? You need to watch the video. The public judge you before you get your ass inside the courtroom. And then why do they need 500 signatures? Shouldn't you need more? Why you need 500?
Let me stop right here. When she said the public judges you before you get inside the courtroom, you're absolutely right. Because it would have been nice if we as a people would be unified when it comes to these types of incidences, in particular. But when you have people saying stuff like this is giving these police officers a pass to continue to doing to murdering us in the streets like dogs. This stuff right here is giving them a free pass. And if you ain't got nothing nice to say, sometime, especially in the incidents like this, you should just shut the fuck up. All right? And don't help them out. That's just how I feel about it. Anyway, let's continue.
What is 500 all about? I need more. I cannot help you until I know everything. I can't do nothing for you until I know everything. Research is the key.
Yes, it is. Research is key. I agree with that.
And I'm using good judgment.
But no, you're not, though. But you're not.
I don't have a link to post. Go to my goddamn community page. It's on my community page for the video. They asked them nicely, get out the car. Get out. I understand him being nervous. But some things the young man was saying was weird. Child, please. I'm waiting on Terry B. She said, give her 2 minutes. I'm already blacked out, you know. So keep me blacked the fuck out, because I'm going to keep talking about any damn thing I want to talk about. Most certainly am. All these lying ass bitches on YouTube. And then what happens is, you help one case, that case end up being fraudulent. So when there's another case that's prevalent, that has the truth to it, you won't be willing to help that case because the other case was full of lies.
Well, in the first place, the case wasn't fraudulent. A lot of the stuff that was going on in this beef sector in particular, a lot of that shit was fraudulent. But what the family was trying to do, and the reason why they wanted the petitions, they want justice for the young man, that is not fraudulent. Now, all that bullshit that Bama girl was saying, that shit was fraudulent. Okay? And I wouldn't even cover a lot of it. I spoke about it a couple of times because it was so ratchet. And it's so child, let's continue.
I can't be pro-black and a coon in the same goddamn breath, bitch.
No, you can't.
I'm already blacked out, remember? Keep me the fuck blacked out, bitch. And I'm gonna talk about this until the cows come home to roost. I saw what the fuck I saw. I heard what the fuck I heard.
To go up there to co-sign. I agree, Hoodoo.
And also out of that.
Hold on, let me read this. Hoodoo says, see, Livy, Terry P knew what Quanney was giving. She chose to go up there and co-sign. You're absolutely right, which is why she's not owed an apology. But let's continue. Hold on.
A man's mouth. 35 shots was an overkill. Yes, it was. Most certainly it was.
So then what's the
and
issue?
They should lose their jobs for that.
So,
but it's also making me hear something else with the young man. That's why you don't do drugs.
wow.
That's the reason why you don't carry all the...
That right there is white identified. So you saying 35 times overkill and they should be fired, but then you're going to turn around and say, but it was the drug. So you saying it's his fault that they shot him 35 times, but they still should be fired, but it's still his fault. Okay.
Don't carry guns. Because I don't know, that one time have I ever been pulled over by an officer and start asking to be shot.
So folks asking to be shot right here?
I've never uttered those words out of my mouth. Not a one.
Wow.
And telling all my friends and family how much I love them. To be pulled over, he wasn't the driver.
Right, victim blaming.
He was not the driver. And that makes it even worse. And let's talk about the canine before I drop the link. Give me a moment, Terry. The canine. The canine officer came later. The canine never even got in the car. The canine never got in the automobile. Did y'all know that? That body cam showed the dog on the outside of the car. The passenger in the back seat sat there for 20 some odd minutes. 20 some odd minutes in the back seat. Then the door opens. The officer's holding the canine. As the passenger that sits behind the driver's seat gets out the car.
You're right, Trina C. You're right. And I just figure everybody done heard the story by now. You're absolutely right. I'm just letting y'all play, this right here really concerning Terry P. But I wanted to play what all Quanney said prior to Terry P joining on the panel, because the question here for us is not the case, because we all done figured out, we all done heard, and done our own research as to the actual incident. The question today is Terry P owed an apology? Do you see what I'm saying? And and she was so adamant that she didn't say anything wrong on Bless Watkins' chat when they was checking her, when Miss Boo and what is her name? Brianna was checking her as to this video right here. And so that's why I want to play, this little part so we can hear, so that we can get context to the conversation that they were talking about this morning. Do you see? Because we heard earlier that Boo is very upset about, how Terry P conducted herself via this video right here. And so that's why I want to play it. But yeah, you absolutely right, Trina, and everybody else. But like I said, we all, got a pretty good idea what's going to happen since then. But this right here, I'm playing it not so much as to break down the case, but to break down, should Terry P be owed it? Is Terry P owed an apology? Do you see what I'm saying? That's why we playing it. I just want to let all of y'all know that, yeah, you know what I mean? Y'all right about breaking down the case, but the question for me is she owed an apology? Do you see what I'm saying? And so, yeah. But this, by me playing all of this prior to Terry P jumping up on here, it's just adding context for me. Do you see what I'm saying? Because and another question is, did Terry P give Quanney a cosign? Okay, that's the question. Because she said she didn't say anything derogatory, but we all know that the devil's in the details. And so, yeah, that's why we doing it, y'all. So anyway, let's continue, child. She about to jump up here. Yeah, no, she not on an apology. I agree with that, too. No, she's not.
Never got in the car. See how lies get all fuddy-duddy?
Yeah, semantics, right? Hoodoo, right. Right.
See how shit get fucked up in the game? I told you research is key, child. Research is key. But this would never came to play if it went for Bama. Bama girl, when you brought that shit over here, I know Bama girl said to herself, what the fuck did I do? I'm sure she's saying that. What the fuck did she do? And I don't give a fuck about no whole upset. I watched that goddamn videotape so many times I forgot count. I done lost count. And yes, I formed my opinion, and I'm gonna speak on it. And I'm seeing suicide by cop.
Nope.
That's what I'm calling it.
It's not suicide by cop.
My research.
Nope.
That's all that matters.
Nope.
But I won't be on the jury. Nor the judge. We gonna talk about it. Terry P, you ready? Is Terry P in the room? Girl, I don't give a goddamn about nobody being on the hate train for Quanney. You think I give a fuck about some bitch being on the hate train for Quanney? Don't bring your drama to YouTube, and I won't entertain your drama, but I went and did my goddamn due diligence, bitch. And I see it suicide by cop.
No, it's not.
All right, Terry P. I come back. Give me a link. Yeah, 22 minutes. Get out that car. 22.
You should be given 22 hours.
He didn't want to move. Don't hold court in the streets. I'm thinking he was troubled. I'm thinking that something else was going on with this young man.
Yeah, he was scared to death. Hold on, let me stop right here. Let me tell you something. Just on this note right here. I don't believe that this was suicide by cop. She said he had 22 minutes to get out the car. We just spoke earlier about hostage negotiators, right? And so this little boy, now he young, he looking at social media. We done seen all the stuff from George Floyd and all the other deaths that have occurred under the guise of the police, right? And he's a young black man, okay? He is scared. He is in shock. He don't know what to do, all right? And that is why I said, why didn't they call in a crisis team, a mental health team, a hostage negotiator, or something like this? So you just gave him 22 minutes. And I just spoke earlier, I have seen people held up in their house with guns sticking out of the window. Okay, they call in a negotiator, and it'd be 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 hours. They talk to these people. They talk these people down. They negotiate with these people. These people are led out of their house alive, right? They are not killed in 22 minutes. All right. So why should it have to be anything different for this young black man? Make it make sense. Okay. So no, this is not suicide by cop. I do not agree with that. I absolutely do. I just want to say that I don't, and I know we ain't breaking down the case, but this was not suicide by cop. Okay. Anyway.
It was either drugs by itself.
Nope.
Being paranoid with drugs, or he was depressed.
He was scared to death.
I don't care what nobody say.
He was scared to death.
Hi, Terry, that's you, babe.
Hey, Quanney.
Hi, how are you, honey?
Good. How are you?
I'm well. No, you think I'm wrong for what I'm saying?
Well, I'll just say it like this. Before
Terry, I want you to be honest with me.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm always honest. So I will just say this before a narrative is spun on me. First and foremost, it was overkill. Now, I saw the video.
Did y'all hear it say, I'm going to say this before a narrative is spun on me? Pay attention.
A week ago, when actually I saw the video the night Bree had that live, and people were telling Bree that the video was online, and she was like, I don't want to see it. And so I was like, well, I want to see it because it's been a passion of mine. Law enforcement. Let me shut the door because my son is upstairs making a lot of noise. And law enforcement, true crime, and all that has been a passion of mine since I was a teenager. So I have the stomach to watch certain things. So I watched the officer's body cam in its entirety. And again, it was overkill. They tried it was at least 12 to 15 minutes to get this young man out of the car. And I'm just going to give a recap of what I saw. This is not my opinion.
Only 12 to 15 minutes, that's all? Okay.
Can you hear me, Quanney?
Yes, ma'am. I hear you.
Okay, girl. All
so
right.
the officers kept telling him, we don't want to hurt you. You know, we want to protect ourselves and you. So they were trying and trying and trying. And the young man was very scared. He was nervous. He was scared. First, they got the driver out. And I didn't even know they had someone in the back seat until the K9 came to the car. I think that's when the K9 came. And then they ended up...
That is when the K9 came. That's the reason why you saw that block. Remember it was blocked out in the back of it? That's why that block was sitting there.
Okay, yes, because the window was cracked a little bit, I believe, in the back. And then that's when the back passenger got out. But they got the first person they got out of the car was the driver. And they took him to one of their units. And during the video where they were during the footage, when they were trying their best to get this young man out of the car.
What she mean by when they were trying their best to get this young man out the car? If they were trying their best, see, I told you the devil is in the detail. If you try your best to get this young man out of the car, he will be alive right to this day. And like they said, he wasn't even the driver. If they were trying their best to get him out of the car, he would have been alive today. Clearly, he is overwrought. He is scared with fear. Okay, so you only were able to afford him 22 minutes to spare his life for 22 minutes, and then you said, F it, 22 minutes, that's all his life was worth. Right? Thank you, Lex. Let's continue. Like I said, pay attention. The devil is in the details. They tried their best to get him out of the car. I disagree that they tried their best to get him out of the car. Number one. Let's continue.
You could hear the driver yelling to, the passenger, the young man that was murdered, because he was murdered, in my opinion. It was over.
He was murdered.
He was pleading. He was pleading with the young man, yelling and screaming. And the officer even told the young man, look, your friend is pleading with you. And
so his friend they talking about the part of the video is, his friend is begging him to get out the car. Do you see what I'm saying? He is in fear. Do you see what I'm saying? He is, what do you call it? When you're so scared, like you literally can't think straight. You are, I forget the terminology for it, but he is not in his right mind. He is so scared. Do you see what I'm saying? He can't even think clearly at this point in time. We don't know the context of what's going on inside of his head, why he just wouldn't listen to his friend, or even though he's a passenger, why he just couldn't get his feet to move to get him out of the car. He is in a state of fright. Do you see what I'm saying? So, like, what do you mean? Like, he's paralyzed with fear. Yeah, he's in shock. It's a lot going on now. We know young people is on social media all day, every day. You don't think he don't see that George Floyd stuff and all of this and all that? We don't, kind of like a catatonic state. We don't know where his mentals are going right now. Like, what do you mean? 22 minutes. Yes, he's petrified. All of that. All of the above, you guys are right. Catatonic state, paralyzed with fear, petrified, in shock. All that is going through this child's mind. Okay, because he's seen these visuals of these cops murdering us over and over again. Okay? Now let's continue.
To me, it seemed like something was going on with the young man. He was very scared, very nervous, very scared. But he kept telling them, no. He was screaming, no, I'm not getting out. And then he kept telling them, tell my family I love them. He said, tell my brother I love him. Did you hear when he was saying that, Quanney?
Yes.
He kept saying, tell
Yes, he turned around. He was turning around talking to his people behind. He was talking to the guys in the car.
Yeah,
he was telling them, I love them.
Yes, and I didn't even know that we didn't know there was someone in the back seat. So he was just, tell everyone we love, tell everyone I love them. Tell my mom I love her. Tell my brother I love you. And then he started screaming to his brother, I love you, I love you. And he was hunched over. He was healed. Like they thought he had a weapon, but he wouldn't show his hand.
What happened was, they said that when he first bent over, they asked the officer, the body cam, I believe that they used, it had to have been a body cam for the officer who was standing there at the car. We could see inside the car.
You could see inside the car. Well, the body cam was the.
So here's the thing. So close enough to the car to where you can see the body cam footage of the inside of the car. This is how close they are to the car. Okay? This is a young man in a state of fright. You're telling me that if you feel comfortable enough to get so close to the car that they can see inside of the car. This is how close they are. They are in fear of their life. If they so close to the car that the body cam footage you can clearly see inside of the car. That's how close you know how close you got to be when you got a body cam on to be able to see inside of the car. That means you are not in fear of this young man. Okay? So why is he dead right now? Anyway, let's continue.
I think they were already pulled over, and then the officer that just pulled up, they were already pulled over. It was his body cam that we were viewing. So the car was already pulled over. So he arrived after the kids were pulled over. And again, it was overkill. There was no need. But I will have to say, I just have to be totally honest.
Listen.
They pleaded with him for a good 12 to 15 minutes to get out of the car. Guns were drawn. It was scary. And I understand the young man being scared.
She said, I will have to say, that's her making an excuse for them gunning this child down. That's an excuse. Like I said, the devil's in the details. You make an excuse for the police. I will have to say, when she said that right there, she is not owed an apology. I will have to say, they tried for about 15 minutes to get him out of the car. But yet still, they so close to the car that they don't have no fear for the little boy. They talked to him for 12 to 15 minutes. We just talked about how hostage negotiators, will talk people out of their whole house for hours and hours on end. But you can only give him 12 to 15 minutes. You know he's scared for his life. You know he paralyzed with fear and all of the above. But that's an excuse for the police. Like I said, the devil is in the details. Let's continue.
I get that as well, but also the words that he was saying words too. He kept saying, "You go ahead and shoot me. Go ahead and kill me." He was saying words too.
Yeah, it seemed like something wasn't right. Something was off.
Something was going on there.
Something was off, and I'm not going to assume anything. I'm not going to assume anything, but something was off. And again,
that's what I said, and that's what I said.
Yeah,
This video I showed to law enforcement officers here where I live. And we're all saying that, and we're all saying the same thing. This is not a normal pullover.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. It escalated really quickly, but again.
That's why you calling people to de-escalate the situation. What you mean you showed it to police officers where you live? You don't think they saw this shit?
Something seemed off with him.
So it's his fault.
On something, whether it was mentally ill.
See, that's victim shaming. It's his fault. Even though that's double talk too. Yeah, he was murdered. He was shot over 35 times. But something was off. He was mentally ill. He was on drugs. So it had to be his fault some kind of way. Even though he's not the one in power at this point in time. And he's paralyzed with fear. It's got to be his fault some kind of way. It's got to be his fault.
Don't know, but he did not want.
But that was the reason. But that was the reason why I asked before. I asked before about that. I
he on was he on marijuana? I mean, sometimes I've heard people say that. Excuse me. I heard people say that they would smoke marijuana and make them paranoid.
Yeah, it was.
But he wasn't, and he wasn't acting in an erratic, aggressive manner, though. See, this is another excuse. Like, you are explaining away the murder of this black boy for the police. Your black ass, or y'all black asses, allegedly, is explaining away the actions of the police. You explaining it away. Let's continue.
She smoked marijuana and made her paranoid. That's the reason why she stopped.
But
it was something. And again, Quanney, I'm not going to...
But if he was paranoid and acting in an aggressive manner, why were they so close to the car that you could see inside the car with the body cam? Do you see what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Soon, because a life was taken, it was overkill. It was overkill.
Yes,
there was no reason for that. But I just wanted to give my take on what I saw with my own eyes, because I don't go by what
it was overkill. But the thing is,
they
negotiated, and
they did.
They negotiated
for 22 whole minutes. They negotiated for 22 whole minutes. Okay.
It was like 12 to 15 minutes.
He even asked them. He started trying to tell the officers what to do. You didn't see that either.
No, I saw he kept telling them to go away, and I'm not getting out of the car. Yeah, he kept telling them
because he was
I'm
scared.
not getting out, and I do have to say the police and whether people like it or not,
listen,
the police officers, again, I will say this, it was overkill. But the police officers kept negotiating with him.
Listen, I will say this, it was overkill, but it's the buts for me, okay? But the police officers negotiated with him. So you're agreeing with Quanney. But you said you wasn't doing that today on Bless Watkins' panel, right? You believe that you was owed an apology because you said nothing wrong. But this ain't, let's continue. We're going to get to this part where I want y'all to listen to. Hold on.
Out of the car, we don't want to hurt you. We don't want to hurt you. Guns were drawn, so that's why I said something wasn't right. And he kept leaning forward and healing over. And it just seemed...
He said he was looking for... But he kept saying he was looking for his phone. But he wasn't looking for his phone because he was on the phone with someone else. He even was smoking a cigarette. Y'all, you didn't see him smoking a cigarette?
It's been a week, a little over, whatever night it was that Bree had that live, and she was saying, people were telling her in the chat, watch the video, it's online. She was
go back and watch it.
No, I don't want to.
When you get off
that was the night that I watched it.
Watch the beginning. He's sitting in the seat smoking a cigarette. He was smoking a cigarette too.
Yeah,
I watched the video over and over again.
Yeah, maybe I'll watch it a second time, but he just seemed a little odd.
The whole entire thing was crazy.
It was. But again, it was overkill. There was no need to empty your clip.
Yes, it was.
But it's his fault, though.
Yes, empty your clip on somebody is crazy.
So
and they all need to be. They need to be fired because of that.
Yes, but let me say this.
Need to be fired because of that.
But let me say this. Let me get this on record, Quanney. Even if the child was defiant and did not obey the orders, that does not give you the right to empty your clip. Okay.
Correct.
They could have tased him. They could have gotten the rubber bullets. I know in certain states they have rubber bullets.
Understand this? Coulda, woulda, shoulda. It's too coulda, woulda, shoulda. I understand that, but us. We watched enough folks to die for me to be sitting in my automobile telling folks I'm not gonna do what they tell me to do. When you're
in the first place, that's a young man. You can't tell somebody how to react in a situation like that. What do you mean we don't watch enough us to die? The reason why he was scared shitless is because, yes, he done seen a lot of us die in this same scenario. That's why he was scared shitless. That's why he couldn't move. Because, yes, he done seen enough of it on the internet day after day. Right, trained negotiators. Where the negotiators? 20 whole minutes? That's all the life is worth? 20 minutes? Okay.
You are the officer of the goddamn law. And I'm gonna sit in my damn car and tell you what the hell I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna get my ass out that car and obey. You don't stand in no damn street and hold no damn courts.
Wait, Quanney, we have a question. Lady T asked, did you see him shoot himself? He was healed over.
Yeah, he was sitting in a seat. He had his face bent over. But you have to go and you all are asking me. Go and watch the video.
But I will say this. As soon as you heard a pop, you heard clips.
You heard theirs.
You heard clips empty, so you don't know.
It was a barrage of gunfire.
Yeah.
But like I told you all, but I said that before. There is a woman who says she lived in that neighborhood. She said she heard one gunshot and then a whole bunch.
But honestly, as soon as it was a matter of seconds, because as soon as you heard a pop, you heard pop, 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 pop.
And as police officers, they are supposed to do that.
Yeah, but I'm saying from us though, Quanney, we don't know because it wasn't.
Well, I know, and that's their training. I know that's the training.
No, but I'm saying we don't know whose shot we heard first.
I know, but I'm saying.
I get you. Because if you do hear a gunshot, yes, they are supposed to, but you don't.
But y'all pay attention to this little bitty part right here. She says she get her and just pay attention to this part, right? So what himself, then the police here. Well, now see, I don't know if he shot himself or not. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. What is this? Who was? Oh, why are you advocating a damn GoFundMe on my page? So yeah, anyway, we're not gonna do that. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Hold on, try refreshing the page. Can y'all hear me? Hit the one if y'all can hear me. If I gotta, please block out this person that says their name is hold on, I hope I don't get the wrong person. Chubby's GoFundMe, something like that. Block that person. Anyway, hold on a minute. It said it was an error on my page. Maybe I did something wrong. Anyway, y'all listen to this little bit apart. This right here between the 29 and the 33-minute mark is why. Thank you, Cloud. Is why she just listen. Hold on.
Don't empty a clip like that.
Y'all have to go watch the video.
Yeah.
You all need to watch the video. Y'all are talking about y'all don't want to see it. You must watch the video.
You have
you guys. Hold on, Therapy. Lady T's here.
Okay.
Lady T.
Hey, how you doing, Quanney? Hi, Terry.
I'm doing well. How about
you?
yourself?
Lady T.
Okay, just for my mental eval.
That's right, Trina. She don't know who shot first.
When I went to go watch the video, it was so clear. I got nervous because I've seen like real life shootings, but it's like at like a further distance and stuff like that. On like I never seen one in anybody shot in front of me, but I'm talking about like on video. I've seen things, but it's like so far away. It doesn't seem like you don't get like seeing brains blown and stuff like that. So like how I need on a 1 to 10, how intense is it? So I can kind of prep myself.
You don't see any of that.
Blood.
You don't see bloodshed. You don't see bloodshed.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
You hear the officers talking.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the young man talking. You hear his friend talking. You know who didn't talk? Terry P. And
the guy in the back.
The boy in the back. The boy sitting in the back seat didn't say nothing.
That's why I'm saying I didn't even know there was a child in the back.
He did not say a word.
No. And he was in there for a good at least 10 minutes.
Yes, he was.
And that's the one who got, because I seen another video, that's the one who got pulled out before the shots and stuff happened.
Right before the shots happened. The boy in the back and the dog came.
Okay, because I've seen quite a bit of the video. I chickened out just before. Okay,
no bloodshed. You don't see any bloodshed. You see none of that.
Right.
You see no smoke from the gun. You see none of that.
No
gore whatsoever. That's the reason we have to put it on YouTube. No gore whatsoever.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You must. You all must go look at it. I need you to look. You need to look. You also need to listen. So you may have to go back and
a couple of
first,
times.
maybe, or listen first, then go back.
Hold on, y'all. We back to the part that I want y'all to hear.
You gotta hear what the young man is saying.
That's right, Trina.
Also hear what all of the officers are saying.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is one officer saying some fuck nigga shit.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go back and you gotta watch at least, I would say 4 times. 4.
Hold on, y'all. It's coming.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you gotta at least watch it 4 times and really watch it and listen to what's happening.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the little bit that I did see, you know, I can see a lot of stuff that you were saying. I just didn't get up to like the you know.
There's no gore.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, ladies. Y'all have a good night. I'm not gonna
I want y'all to pay close
and
attention to what Terry P says before she signs off.
All right.
Listen to what Terry P gonna say, y'all. Listen.
Bye, Lady T.
Bye. See y'all.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Terry,
yeah, Quanney, that was my take on it.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you for
I
coming.
get what you're saying, though. You're welcome. Okay, I'm going to get back in the chat, Quanney.
Okay.
Did y'all hear what she said? I get what you're saying, though. You're welcome. That was her co-signing what Quanney had just said. Let me try to play it again. That is why she is not, yeah, they are desensitized, right? But that right there, that final statement before she jumped off the panel, I get what you're saying, though. Goodbye. That's you co-signing everything that Quanney has said. And you put your butts in there and you made your statements. Y'all explaining away the gunning down of a young black man. That's what y'all did. But like I said, that's why the devil's in the details. So when you see somebody like a Brianna and Boo up there saying that she said this, that, and the other, and I'm not apologizing for this, that, and the other, this is the reason why. The devils are in the details. So nobody owed her a freaking apology at all. Because she co-signed this bull crap. Anyway, let me try to roll it back a few seconds so y'all can hear her say, you know, I get what you're saying. And that was enough for me. I'm just saying. We're trying to fast forward a little bit more.
Officer saying some fuck nigga shit.
Hold on, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go back and you gotta.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the little bit that I did see, you know, I can see a lot of stuff that you were saying. I just didn't get up.
Hey, Lady T, how you doing?
You know.
I hope people don't get me mixed up with
Yeah.
I'm not Lady T.
Okay. All right, ladies.
Listen to what she say, y'all.
I'm not gonna
Listen to Terry P.
And then I'll probably watch it after you live. All right. I'll talk to y'all.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye, Lady T.
I see y'all.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
But Terry,
yeah, Quanney, that was my take on it.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you for coming.
I get what you're saying, though. You're welcome. Okay, I'm going to get back in the chat, Quanney.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
That's why she don't need no apology. Because I get what you're saying, though. And all those buts and the ands and
everyone's going to go watch the film.
And all of this and all of that. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why she is not owed a freaking apology. All right? Because she co-signed the whole goddamn thing. All right? That's why I want to play that for y'all. Because people were actually over there apologizing to this bitch. And I'm like, for what? For what? Child. By the fact that she jumped on the panel, that was enough for me. All right? Who just said Olivia, first thing out of Quanney's mouth was Terry P. Right. Do you think I'm wrong? Right. What was Terry P's response to that question? Well, she said, I'm going to say this and something. You just have to roll it back, Udo. I can't say it verbatim. Do you see what I'm saying? But she was pretty much co-signing. And she absolutely co-signed at the end right there. I get what you're saying, though. No, bitch, you're not owed an apology. Not in my opinion. Okay? Kind of me says, I have no problem. She says, I have no problem with Quanney than anyone else, honestly. But I usually only watch Quanney for a roast and a gag, not serious topics. I'm so late, but was the girl that James used to call LeBecky. Yeah, that's the LeBecky chick. Yeah, that's her. She sounds happy and upbeat, talking about a killing. Right. Happy and upbeat, totally desensitized to the situation. Do you see what I'm saying? She disregarded the question. She never answered it. you know, I was just reading what y'all was saying, but like the question that I has posed is she owed an apology? And no, she's not, in my opinion. No, she's not, in my opinion. And the reason why Quanney wanted her to come up here in the first place is because of, like I said, all of that stereotypical, white identified vitriol, that rhetoric that she be saying, talking about the food stamps and the Section 8, and she's calling it reads. And why y'all won't let me read the way that I want to read people? Why call it poverty shaming and the country club and the Kool-Aid and all this here and all that there? Is it any wonder why these people would you know, say that you're identifying with Quanney when it came to this video? This is all of these things are leading them up to thinking, well, hey, she was agreeing with Quanney. Even her own words on here, you see what I'm saying? But, and they tried in 22 minutes, and oh, I see what you're saying. And so that's why they want the video played. But, you know, people don't listen, and they don't have, a lot of people don't have critical thinking skills. And like I said, the devil is in the details. Okay, and that's why I want to do this video, y'all, because no, in my opinion, she is not owed an apology at all. No, she's not, because she pretty much co-signed the whole damn thing. Okay, and she tried to explain away the actions of these officers. She tried to explain away the assassination or the execution of a young black man that was paralyzed with fear. Okay, so you have to put it all in the context. You see what I'm saying? And no, nobody was ganging up on her. We know that she done said this wretched ass stuff time and time again. She got a history of it. So why would you owe her an apology? Now, the conversation should have been calling her out and making her take responsibility for all of that other stereotypical, that other white identified rhetoric that she be spewing as well. But people keep stirring away from that fact right there. Okay? And so Sweet and Chocolate says, so wait a minute, let me get this straight. You telling me that man that did not get out of the car deserved to get shot multiple times? Evidently, that's what they're saying. He didn't comply within the 22-minute time frame. They didn't, the crisis managers, you know, the de-escalation people, you know what I mean? They only gave him 22, what was they even called in? Was anybody even called in to de-escalate the situation? Did they even bother with doing that? And they only tried to talk him down for 22 minutes before they gunned him down, even though they were clearly not in fear of this boy. Because if they were, they would not have been so close to the car that their body cameras could clearly see what was going on inside of the car, which leads me to believe that no, they were not in fear of their lives. Okay? He didn't even put the other friend in danger. The cops put the other kid in danger. So we just had Donald Trump Proud Boys just terrorize Capitol. Not one police officer fired their gun, but a police officer got killed. And guess what? The killer did not get arrested. You're right about that. You're absolutely right about that. And y'all know that they started the impeachment, the Donald Trump impeachment hearing today. So we're going to see if they're going to be scared to do the right thing or if they're going to, in fact, do the right thing when it comes to that guy over there. And so, yeah. But, yeah, no, she's not owed an apology. Not at all. Not at all. Facts, Livy. I keep bringing up her usage of Jim Crow rhetoric. Absolutely. That's what I mean by white identified rhetoric. Hoodoo. You're absolutely right about that. She is another Quanney. She whole problem with SK is that he won't let her say derogatory stuff. Well, I mean, I guess that started to be a good look, a bad look for him, because he sided on the side of that white identified rhetoric before too. You know, he always wants to say that I am racist or whatever. You know, me in particular way. Don't you think she might be just a little bit racist and all of this and all that? That's white identified bullcrap. That's all it is. You know, and all of this, but I played all of that because it should have been played today. And a little bit of it was played, but it should have been broke down. Because like I said, if you listen to her, you know, it would seem like, if you're really not paying attention, if you're really not listening critically, it would seem like she's saying nothing wrong. But in our actuality, she's co-signing everything that Quanney is saying wrong. And she's also trying to explain away the actions of the police officers for killing this boy. Oh, they talked to her for 22 minutes. Oh, but he seemed strange. Oh, the whole thing was this, that, and the other. Oh, this, that. So that's your excuse. So you really, it's sided on the side of the police, not the boy that's been murdered. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the reason why I wanted to break it down. You know, sure did. And that's why she can't understand why he won't let her continue saying it. Right. It was a bad look. You know, he had to clear that up. And she had her feelings because he won't let her keep saying it. Not because, you know, he care about what she's saying, because it's a bad look, you know, for his channel. And he's trying to clean it up so he can get his numbers back up. That's what's going on with that. You know. And so, yeah. But I really wanted to let you guys know, you know, what I thought about this whole situation. Just like in general. Like, I don't feel like the actual, and I don't even know if nobody cared. You know, and then she says she taking some days off, but she keep on, thanks for the Cashapp, love, but she keep on, you know, she's upset because she wants to continue to use all those very derogatory, stereotypical white identified reads, you know. And I told you what I thought about those reads as well. And whatever else she got going on. She don't want to stand accountable for it, but they keep getting sidetracked by the wrong stuff. But as far as this video right here and that panel, no. Not to be up. Oh, is Nicole finally at home? Thank God. Did she make a video? I'd have to go watch it. Those two bozos need to be kicked in their A. For making it seem like the suspect was wrong. Right. He was traumatized, right? Having all of those guns. Yeah, he was scared to death. He was scared to move. The boy know that he was gonna die. How is that his fault? You see what I'm saying? It's on the community wall. Thank you, Lady Tia. I definitely go look at it. Let me try to go to community wall before I get out for y'all. But yeah, I just wanted y'all to hear that. Like I said, the devil's in the details. No, she is not owed an apology. She was playing in people's faces today. You know what I mean? Making people feel like they owe her some type of apology. I didn't say nothing wrong, but you did, though. But you did. You said a lot wrong. Yes, you did. What are you talking about? That's just how I feel about it. Oh, I see a post on. Oh, this is from 23 hours ago. It said, let me read it. It says, Nicole Tyler on her community wall says, I'm home now. I have a long way to go. Thank everybody for all your prayers. My body is still fighting against itself. Hopefully the vaccine will weaken as my body gains strength. I hope so, Nicole. Thank y'all for your prayers. And it's a post on her page. She got 600 likes and she got some yellow roses up here. So I didn't know she was home, but thank God she's home. Nicole, I'm glad you're home, and I hope you continue to get stronger. And I hope you will be continue to be blessed with strength and hope and joy and love. And God is good because the Lord truly has the final say. And so I'm glad she at home, y'all. I really am. Thank God. God is good all the time. And prayer really does change things. You know what I'm saying? It really does. So anyway, thanks for letting me know that, Lady Tia. Thank you, because I didn't know. But thank you for letting me know. Sweet Chocolate says, no, she did not deserve no apology because now a mother has to make funeral arrangements to bury her child. You're absolutely right. I'm sure the boy done been, thank you, Chris. Thank you, love. I'm sure the boy done been put to rest by now, probably, because it's been a while. But the reason why I wanted y'all to hear that was in reference to, people saying that she was deserved an apology for what went on Bless Watkins' channel today and how they were trying to call her out. And like I said, in my opinion, she is not deserving of an apology. You see what I'm saying? Not only for this incident right here, but all of that other stuff that comes out of her mouth as well. And she in her feelings because she wants to continue to say these very derogatory things as a means, and she's calling it a read. But she don't want nobody to say nothing back to her. And then she gonna try to put on this weak ass crying game that ain't nobody going for. You a whole grown woman. If you that hurt, then maybe you should get the fuck offline and stop saying the shit. If you gonna cry about it. Because I don't feel sorry for your tears. Anyway, I gotta go. Thank you guys. I'm sorry it took 2 hours, but I really want you guys to understand where I was coming from. This is just my opinion on the subject. You know what I mean? I ain't got no dog in the fight, but we know once it get put on the street, you know, everybody got a right to talk about it. And this right here, I wanted to talk about it. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not a lot of stuff going on right now in these streets. I haven't really been motivated, but I really want to, thank you, Yolanda, put my 2 cents in on this because there are a lot of stuff that wasn't being answered, in my opinion, you know, and there was a lot of skirting around a whole lot of issues. But when she got to the part to where she was thinking, what she was saying that people owe her, thank you, Trina, people owe her an apology. I was like, yeah, we're doing a video about this. Let me go find this video so I can see exactly what she said. And see exactly if she was owed an apology. And no, she's not. Okay? That's the reason why Quanney wanted her to come up here with her in the first place. Okay? And so, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. You guys have a nice night. I know this is a very weird time for me to be coming on, but I was busy today. But I really wanted to talk about this because I had been hearing, you know, it's real bored that down here in the B sector. When the subscribers got more going on than the content creators, child. You know, you know that is too much going on. Because the highlight of the day was Miss Boo, which is not a content creator to my knowledge. I've only seen her on Bless Watkins channel and the Terry P chick, which they are both subscribers. It's you know it's bored when they got more going on than the content creators got going on. You know it's bored. It's born around here, okay? Yeah, Boo let her have it. I played a little bit. I was getting my whole life, okay? Because you know I like them cuss outs like that. Lady Tia, Miss Olivia, check us out on next channel tomorrow at 8 with our hot. Oh, really? Okay, tomorrow at 8. Well, I didn't know this, guys, but evidently tomorrow is the Eastern Standard, Lady Tia. Tomorrow at 8 p.m., Lex is going to have a Hot Topics panel. I guess Lady Tia is going to be, she said, check us out. So Lex and Lady Tia, I don't know whoever else, they're going to have a Hot Topics panel on Get Your Girl TV's, a.k.a. Lex Mac TV panel. They're going to have a panel on Hot Topics tomorrow, guys. Y'all be sure to check that out, okay? I know I sure will. At 8 p.m. I don't know if it's Eastern Standard or what, but Lady Tia said 8 p.m. And so, yeah, I'll be sure to check it out, Lady Tia. Thanks for mentioning it, because I didn't have no idea. That's awesome. I bet it'd be a lot of fun. Absolutely. Okay, I learned about... You learned about the wolf puss tonight, Chris. You a mess. Worth the price of admission. Thank you, Chris. Thanks for showing me some love on the Cash App. I appreciate it, babes. But anyway, I'm going to get off here, y'all. Y'all have a nice rest of y'all night tonight. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful start to your day tomorrow. Y'all be safe out there. Lady Tia, type in your goodbye if you still in here, because y'all know I like to sign off with Lady Tia's last words, you know, because her last words are absolutely on point. If you came in late to this video, please take a moment, if you don't mind. When you get a moment and watch the replay of this video, you're going to get your whole life, because we was having a good kiki on this video before we got so serious. Do you see what I'm saying? I really wanted to talk about this because there were a lot of points that needed to be made, in my opinion. And at the end of the day, the reaction to all of that is no. She is not owed an apology. But she's got a lot of apologizing to do. Okay? So on that note, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all click that like button on your way out the door. Click that subscribe button if you haven't. You know, consider clicking that join button. Okay, click that replay ball. Roll it back so y'all can get a good kiki. And I'm out of here. I love y'all. And in my Lady Tia voice, she said, remember to love yourself, and who loves who loves on you. And on that note, I'm going to talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Be safe. Peace.